The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Prescott on 1st down. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. The Giants at 7-9 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Giants. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet. But you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So back onto the field. Here come the Eagles for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
On the return, it's high. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 2. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down carry for Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. 32 yards. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dak Prescott. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eagles, 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And you can see by the X next to their name, they have clinched the NFC East already. For the moment, though, they would host a wild card game in round 1.
And for me, it brings back memories about how tough it is to win this division. Not just in recent years, but think about the decades that have stacked up where we've said the NFC East, always one of the toughest divisions in the NFL.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Prescott from the gun. Complete on a quick throw to Moore. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 44, Prescott. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Going to be caught here left side, Moore. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. It's Boyd. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
No problem there on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
22, Eagles 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Prescott yet again. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. The Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Now Prescott. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
This one is caught. It's Moore. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
1st down, Prescott. Dances by him, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
And again, it's Prescott. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And Giants run past the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
On first down, Boyd, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of... And still... Bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. He finds his target. Beckham.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A first down throw for Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second and 10, Prescott voids the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To the air again, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though...
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
On second down, here's Barkley. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world to the challenge.
Third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. Touchdown! A great play there. 40 yards.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The point after is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 37.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 33 yards.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And New York set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 76 yards.
And the Giants look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Complete to number 18. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At their 49-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
2nd and 5.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 43 yards.
And the Giants tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Loose inside the 30.
And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. The offenses have success.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott, he completes it to Boyd. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing. Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's got a man, and Sutton, that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott
over the middle and complete to Moore.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They're going to try and run. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
An unsuccessful attempt at the 2-point conversion, and it was a triple option play, and they chose option 1, handing it to the fullback, and that's not normal.
And sometimes you just miss your read key, right?
Yeah, I think so, and sometimes they actually call that, thinking that maybe everyone will bypass the fullback going out to the tailback or the quarterback, but in this case, they overwhelmed him and stopped him.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot now for Prescott. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a game where they were off and running.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street.